Hermano, ya sabes.
Let me get your
La otra vez
reaction, Oscar,
hablé
to,
contigo, pero gracias a Dios.
Spence, Crawford not happening this year. Lots of guys kind of bummed out.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
How are you?
It's disappointing.
Gracias.
It's disappointing, but eventually it will.
Yeah.
But you know what I really don't agree with is that when these big fights take forever to happen, somebody might lose. Somebody, either Spence or Crawford. You run the risk of somebody losing. So, I would rather have these fights made sooner than later. I mean, it's like, people are probably saying, well, Garcia and Tank, why aren't they fighting? It's close.
It's close. How close though?
It's close.
Que
But
salga bien. Eso, gracias.
Speaking on the Crawford
Ah, te lo
Benisian
que
thing,
hablé la otra vez,
do you think
gracias a Dios,
it's a good
sí.
fight or is it a fight where you're like, ah?
which one?
The Crawford and Abenisian, is it a fight that you like or is it a fight where
No,
you're
it's
just like,
actually a
ah?
good fight.
Yeah?
It's actually a good fight. Yeah, it's gonna be a good test. It's gonna be a good test. I like the fight actually, but again, he might. I mean, I'm not saying Crawford's an amazing fighter, but you run the risk of a headbutt, of a cut,
Broken hand.
broken hand. I mean, so
Would you have preferred they called for Virgil Ortiz Jr.?
what's that?
Made that in a heartbeat? Crawford's team that called this
Quick in a heartbeat.
in a heartbeat. Okay?
Virgil, I'm telling you, Virgil's the best 147 pounder out there.
Where does Virgil go from here? Oscar, it seems like he's kind of stuck, like in terms of getting that fight, that big fight.
We're working on something for Virgil very soon, so we'll have an announcement. But we're excited. We're excited for that. Virgil's gonna be fighting very, very soon, and mark my words, next year is gonna be his big year, his coming out party. I mean, nobody will be able to run away from him.
Jeron Ennis is the guy they want to see him in there with. What do you think of Jeron Ennis? Philadelphia guy.
Mira, who wants to see him in there?
The people want to see
The
Virgil.
people,
The fans.
the
They want
fans.
Virgil versus Jeron Ennis. Do you like Jeron Ennis? Have you seen him fight?
I haven't seen him fight, but I heard he's great. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, if him winning a world title, or eventually they're gonna meet. So, look, next year's gonna be a big, major year for all the Golden Boy fighters. For Golden Boy, it's gonna be a huge year because like I told everybody in the past, I've positioned every fighter. See, if fighters out there or whoever it is, they don't want to fight Golden Boy fighters. So what do? We position them to make them the number one contender, like Bivol versus Zurdo. We pushed it, and now it's happening next week. So
Virgil's in that position.
absolutely, Virgil's in that position.
Who's the more likely? You think? Bless you.
Thank you.
Do you think the more likely is Crawford based on the rankings, or is it Spence?
I would love both
Yeah.
for Virgil. I believe Spence is the easier fighter for Virgil. Crawford, I'm telling you, he's a very crafty. He knows how to move. He's slick. So, but all those fights will be great fights.
I spoke to Bivol last week, and he told me he's not really interested in a rematch with Canelo. I just want to get your thoughts on that.
Bendiciones.
What do you think about that? He says it's just not interesting because he beat him already.
Yeah, no, he beat him already, but
Gracias, bro.
obviously,
This one as well.
in this game, money talks. So
Yeah,
money
that's
talks, but
Este es tu, bro.
I strongly feel.
Este es tuyo, este es mío.
I strongly feel that that Canelo has to change his style. He will not beat Bivol with that same style. Maybe he has to change trainers. That's everybody changes trainers. Everybody gets better. Everybody Canelo cannot beat Bivol with that style. I'm not saying that Canelo's not great. He's a great fighter. But he cannot beat Bivol with that same style, being flat-footed. It's impossible.
I also spoke to him about Zurdo. He has a lot of respect for Zurdo.
Yeah.
He was a sparring partner with him. He expects a really, really tough fight.
Yeah.
You guys going over there next week, just quickly, how do you see the fight playing out in your mind?
I can see Bivol trying to stick and move the way he did with Canelo, but you have to keep in mind that Zurdo's a much bigger guy, stronger guy. He's going to be aggressive and just go in there and throw more punches and bunches. The one thing that Canelo did was wrong was he was throwing one punch at a time, trying to knock him out. Zurdo will throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and smother Bivol. So let's just hope the ring is small. In
Is it gonna
in
be
Abu
a small
Dhabi.
ring?
Thank
I
you.
hope so. We're gonna push for that.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna push for that, brother.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
it easy,
man.
Oscar.